Started?
You go.
Well, we're here with Assemblymember Doss Williams, and he's agreed to meet with us and do a little bit of interview on the safe parking program and what we want to do. First of all, I just want to ask you, what's your experience with the safe parking program in Santa Barbara, and how would you say it works?
Well, number one, I have a lot of experience in this because when I was, I dropped out of high school to be able to go to community college in Santa Barbara, and if I had not lived in my vehicle, not sure I would have been able to stay in the community that I eventually became a city council member and their state legislator. I myself had to live out of my vehicle to be able to survive in my own community. And I know that my case is not rare. In fact, it's very common in communities like Santa Barbara with very high rents and high home values. And it's why when I came on the council, I saw a set of laws that was very hostile towards people living in their vehicles, and we felt that it was really important to start a safe parking program to designate some places where people who were behaving themselves, were being good citizens, but just needed a place to park their car to sleep safely would be able to do so. And the program has been enormously successful in Santa Barbara. It was very controversial when it started, but it's not very controversial anymore because it's a programmed thing. It's not just where people are given a place to park, but where people are given a place to park and have rules and have a code of conduct, and people have to adhere to that. I believe the last time I checked, there's about 70 spots, 50 to 70 slots in the greater Santa Barbara area. That's Santa Barbara, Goleta, and Isla Vista. And it's so successful that surrounding communities have been looking at this. It is often a way that people prevent themselves from going into abject homelessness, is to be able to at least live out of their vehicle. And it is a way often where people will be homeless but not be able to afford a house yet, so they'll climb out of homelessness by living out of their vehicle. I hope that other decision makers in the country will have really the courage and the vision to be doing this, because we live in some hard economic times. There's a lot of people struggling out there, and I guarantee you there is more people than you think living out of their vehicle. They look just like you and me. They probably dress up and go to work every day, but they're secretly living out of their vehicle because that's the only way they can afford to make ends meet. And to criminalize honest folks that are just trying to survive in that way is really a sad thing, and a safe parking program enables folks who are trying to live a good life and trying to get by in an honest fashion to be able to do so, even if they are living out of their vehicle.
Well, thank you very much, Doss. And specifically what we're trying to do is we're founding the National Safe Parking Program, which is based off of Santa Barbara's. And we're going to be trying to get federal funding from our friends who we met with last year in D.C., Senator Lieberman, Senator Boxer, Representative Capps, to try to create a grant program to spread programs like this to other cities, because I know it was meant to be a pilot program, but it's been slow in doing so. And also, we were suggested this by actually the homeless director of the director of homeless affairs for the San Francisco mayor's office, of trying to expand the Section 8 program for RV parks and things like that.
Great. No, I think that's very encouraging. I think having some funds come from the federal government to help local communities set up these programs will be a help. But I'd also think it'll be important for local elected officials to simply have the courage to do something like this. And I just have to tell you, it has also tremendous advantages for public safety. There are many properties where having someone sleeping overnight in a vehicle on those properties can prevent some, crimes from taking place. And there are in my area, a lot of local business owners who try to take advantage of that by offering some of their parking spots to folks, because they know that having someone living on site overnight can prevent a lot of crimes from taking place.
Well, thank you very much, Das.
Okay, thank you. Got to get to committee.